Good morning, children. Let me continue the second class. So, before getting into the class, let me go through what are the things we have taken in yesterday. Yesterday, we studied about tissues. Tissues, as I have given a clear definition to you. So, same kind of cells form together and make a tissue. And tissues, what are the kinds of tissues we have seen yesterday? Meristematic and permanent tissues. This meristematic, in the beginning only it is, we can say only in the beginning. Permanent tissues we can say for the long time, I say till the plant dies. And other thing, what are the parts in that we have seen? There are two kinds of plant, one is monocot and dicot. Monocot is single cotyledon, dicot has two cotyledons. And there is a difference between monocot and dicot. So that may be in 2 more questions I said. We have given the definitions also further. Monocotyledon, it has only one cotyledon, dicotyledon 2. It has fibrous roots, it has taproot. It can be uprooted, it cannot be uprooted. And it has example of monocot is paddy, dicot is bean, peanut, any other thing we can give as an example. So this is certainly 2 more questions. And then we have seen what are the differences between monocot root and monocot dicot root. Both are almost same only. Only thing in the monocot root we can see the root as the bicot it is missing. The stem also we have seen what are the differences. The important thing is vascular bundle. Till that we have seen yesterday. So what are the questions we may expect from that? What are tissues? What are the differences between monocot and dicot? What are the differences between monocot root and monocot dicot root? And the same like monocot stem and dicot stem. And what are the kinds of vascular bundles that we have seen yesterday? So let me go today about leaf. That is monocot leaf and dicot leaf. So whatever it may be, similar, both are same only. The leaf, the starting part is very soft and spongy. That is known as what? Palisade. Because of palisade, parenchyma. That is outer cover is made up of, that is upper epidermis, lower epidermis. Upper epidermis, on seeing the name itself we can find out, it is the outer layer of the cell. So this is made up of single layer. The lower epidermis is the last bottom of the cell. In between we can see mesophyll. The mesophyll is the softest part. So when compared with root and the stem, the leaf are very so soft because of mesophyll. Mesophyll is nothing else, it is parenchymatous cell only. But it's a spongy, there's a gap in between the cells. So the gaps are filled with the ash, so it becomes mesophyll and makes the leaf very soft. The mesophyll only we can see the chloroplast. The chloroplast you know very well, that is the green color pigment. Which gives green color to the plant, not only gives the green color, even it helps the plant to do the photosynthesis also. So mesophyll, palisade parenchymas are very important, which makes the greatest function in the functioning of leaves. So leaf is the food factory of the plant. So where are the things, where is the food stored means? In the leaf factory only. Leaf is a very important organ among all the parts of the plants. Then, so the same like monocot leaf, dicot leaf, dorsoventral. Monocot leaf is only open by only one side. Dicot leaf is both the sides it can be visible. So that is known as what? Dorsoventral leaf. Then next to the leaf, we have to go for the important part, that is chloroplastids. Plastids are of 3 kinds. The first one is chloroplast, that everybody knows about it because we are studying from the lower classes. Next one is chromoplast. And the last one is leucoplast. The chloroplast, it's a green color pigment. It can be seen in the stem, leaves and all. Wherever you see the green, you can remember that is by chloroplast, chlorophyll only. Chromoplast, it is the pigment which contain red, orange and yellow. These are the colors wherever you have seen on the plants. You can remember that that is made up of chromoplast. Next to the chromoplast, we have to come for the leucoplast, that is colorless. That white color thing, white color flowers or white color thing, whatever it may be, this is made up of leucoplast. All these plasts only give the colors to the plant, leaves as well as everything. So chloroplast, again let me say, chloroplast gives the green color, which is very important pigment. Chromoplast and leucoplast, they are giving the colors to the plant and flowers, but not doing anything else like chloroplast. This is the most important thing. In the chloroplast, we can see the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is an important organ for producing food factory. So leaf is known as food factory of the plants because 99% of the chloroplast can be seen on the leaf only. So we have to go for the structure of plastids. You can refer the page number. In our textbook, you can refer the page number 180. It is covered by double membrane. The chloroplast also is covered by double membrane like this. It is the oval shaped. It has two covers. Membranous means what? Cover only, is nothing else, it's only cover. Inside the thing we can see the chlorophyll pigments. Here they are arranged together. This is the chlorophyll, this is outer cover. This is inner. In between what is the matrix? The matrix is to see, you can see the circular patches or else oval patches, that is matrix. When inside the matrix we can see the thylakoid, then grana. Grana is the important part. Inside the thing we can see what I said, grana. This is all together known as matrix. Grana is in the grana only we can see DNA, that is very important part, that is the nucleic acid, deoxyribonucleic acid. What does DNA stands for? Deoxyribonucleic acid. This is the genetic factor. DNA or RNA only decides what kind of plant or what kind of animal it is. This is the genetic factor. Even ribosomes are present in that. The ribosomes are help for the protein synthesis. They help for protein synthesis. Protein is a very important element for the growth of the plants as well as animals. So plastids, they are in the three colors I said. One is chloroplast, that is the green color where we can see the chlorophyll. The chromoplast, it is in the red, orange or yellow color. This gives the colors to the plant and leaves, and leucoplast colorless. So the important thing is what I said, among the plastics you have to see the chloroplast. It's a oval structure. It is covered by two membranes, outer and inner. In between we can see the entire part is surrounded by the matrix. Inside the matrix we can see the thylakoid. The thylakoid only we can see DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. Then next to the thylakoid, what is the grana? They are joined together and become grana. Grana is a very important part supporting for the protein synthesis. That is the protein synthesis, ribosomes helps the plant to do the protein synthesis. Then what are the functions of the chloroplast? Let me see what are the functions. One is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Storage of food. Storage of fatty acids. And storage of lipids. The very first thing is photosynthesis. So the first one is photosynthesis. Everybody knows this. In the presence of sunlight, plants use the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. By using chlorophyll within the plant, they can produce their own food. This is known as what? Photosynthesis. So we can simply write the equation. This is very important. Instead of writing oral, we can say like this. That is carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O, that is 12 molecules of water. They both combine together by using sunlight from the atmosphere as well as chlorophyll from the plants. They are all joined together and making a reaction. Thus, they are producing carbohydrates and water, oxygen. This carbohydrate is only known as starch. This is the food of the plant. So, 6 carbon, this is we are balancing the equation. That is carbon dioxide plus water. Using sunlight and chlorophyll, they prepare carbohydrates. In short, we have to say the photosynthesis like this only. But we are balancing the equation. 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 H2O. They are react together. This arrow mark indicates the reaction is carried over. What are the products? Carbohydrate, that is 6 H2O6 plus 6 H2O, 6O2. C6. Okay, yeah, this is the photosynthesis. So by doing the photosynthesis, food is stored. The food is stored in the mitochondria. It is one of the part of the cell. So it is otherwise known as powerhouse of the cell. So whatever the energy we need, we are getting from the mitochondria only. All the things are stored. Even fatty acids, lipids is a part of fat. Everything is stored in the chloroplast. The chloroplast, the other hand, it helps in the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the other organelle which is present in the leaf. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Then photosynthetic pigment. Next we have to say what are the photosynthetic pigment. This and all by doing photosynthesis, plants can they can store the food. Whenever we need, we supply it. Then fatty acids, everything. Then what are the pigments? The pigments can be two kinds. One is chlorophyll A, other one is chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A is the main pigment, chlorophyll B is the accessory pigment. So chlorophyll A, because it's very important, which helps in photosynthesis, this is known as what? Primary pigment. And chlorophyll B supporting this, so this is known as accessory. Accessory means what? Extra pigment which support the photosynthesis. This photosynthesis depends on the factors. How many minutes? The photosynthesis depend on the factors that may be further divided into light reaction and dark reaction. The photosynthesis occurs not only during sunlight, even in the absence of sunlight also, because this is an important event of the plant. It has to continue for a long time. So this can be further divided into light dependent reaction, photosynthesis. One is light dependent reaction, other one is dark reaction. Light dependent or light independent, that is without light they can. Either is known as dark reaction. So this light dependent reaction is found by Robert Hill, he is the scientist who made experiment and find out this. Light dependent reaction, mainly what's the main organ of light dependent reaction means thylakoid. We said already the thylakoid is present in the plastid. This thylakoid membrane do the reaction and saves the energy. This energy is known as NADPH and ATP. Light independent reaction, otherwise known as what? Dark reaction. Here light dependent reaction occurs in thylakoid. and light independent reaction, it occurs in stroma. Light dependent reaction take place in thylakoid of the chloroplast, and light independent, that is dark reaction, is take place in stroma, that also present in the plastid only. This is otherwise known as Kelvin cycle. So, now we have seen mainly what are the differences between monocot leaf and monocot leaf and dicot leaf. Then what are the important function of the plant? Mainly photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, the three kinds of plastid I said, chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast is very important because it contains green color pigment. Not only green color pigment, even DNA and ribosomes, which helps in protein synthesis. So further the photosynthesis we are writing in the short equation. It occurs, photosynthesis may be two kinds, one is light dependent, other one is known as what? Light independent reaction. Light independent reaction otherwise known as Kelvin cycle. Light dependent reaction, it occurs in thylakoid. Light independent reaction occurs in stroma. This is otherwise known as Kelvin cycle. So what are the differences? When we are comparing the two things, we can know about that. Maybe they may ask what are the differences between, distinguish between light dependent, light independent. You can see light dependent occurs in thylakoid. Light independent occurs in stroma. It is otherwise known as, light independent reaction is otherwise known as Kelvin cycle. Then they both are saving the energy. This is found by Robert Hall. So like that we can write any 2 points. By writing 2 points you can get over. So don't depend on the old books. You have to buy the new books because in the whole books this is not given clearly. Some other pages are added in the new book. So get the book and then only you can go through the lessons properly. Thank you, children.